Throttle development is basically what it sounds like. It's how you open the throttle from where you open the throttle coming out of a corner out onto the straight. As we said, having a basic understanding of what's going on is quite important. Weight distribution is one of the big things which we're going to talk about, and another important thing is how the bike is feeling, or how you feel on the bike at the same time. It takes the sag out the rear suspension, sits the back of the bike down ever so slightly, starts to flatten the back tyre out a little bit. So that means if you want to carry on the turn as opposed to go in a straight line, you end up starting to fight the bike a little bit. That length of the circuit is the length of that line. But on the timeline, that's represented by a time. Let's call it, for argument's sake, 1 minute 50. So it's a multiple thing, having feel, having confidence, getting all the timings correct, and developing the throttle, ultimately developing it smoothly. Now you can get to 10:30 on a closed throttle, that's fine. So I think in this situation, if the circuit's not going to change, if you do 1,000 laps, it's going to be the same circuit. So and the problem with a lot of particularly powerful bikes, if you reduce the actual amount of action that you've got in the throttle, it makes the bikes sort of a bit keener, a bit sharper. So sometimes this fine control that we're searching for, you start to lose because it's all a bit of an on-off switch. The actual going round the corner itself, the slowest guy and the fastest guy, it's quite strange when you look at data. There isn't a massive difference between them, but the big difference comes with how you get there, and importantly in this point, how you get out the corner. Which means you've actually saved time. So that's saving time and that's losing time. But once the bike started to wheelie, you have to do something about it. So you're automatically reacting to what's going on. So the bike will feel better because it's being pushed in a nice smooth direction as opposed to sudden handfuls to make. And that's about feeling that sort of transition.
Join me on Patreon, and then you can get to see all of my online content as soon as it's published, plus lots of other private content made exclusively for my patrons.